Okay, so hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Shanae Chanel, and today I'm just going to show you all how I remove lifting from my acrylic or gel or any type of enhancement that I do. So as you can see, I'm just trying to show you all, give you all a better idea of where my nail lifted from. In case you don't know, I'm hell on my nails, so they usually most of the time it's not really lifting, more so it lifts, but it's more of a break than a lift, but it doesn't completely break off because I usually, like when you try to open the back of the nail and you put pressure on the top, like the ends, yeah, that's me. So I usually my nails are too long, so this is like the length where I can just about do things comfortably, and when it gets to this length, it tends to break or lift from the back a little bit more easily than it would if it was shorter. Cool. So I'm just trying to draw out a line or sketch where I need to remove from. So what you want to do is, obviously when you take off the polish, you'll see where the nail is lifting from. So what you want to do is make a line. If you're new to this, you want to make a line just above where the lifting is coming from. And okay, so if the nail is lifted, like in my case, halfway up the nail, you want to go just behind the line of demarcation between the lift and the pieces behind the lifting and the piece that's still adhered to the nail. Cool. That made sense to me. So you want to go just behind that line and start filing. So you to get your nail. I'm using the Arbor Band, the roughest one in it. I'm not sure if it's number 1, 2, or 3, but I go from the gentlest grit, I call that number 1, and then the roughest one, I call that number 3. I'm not sure if it's the other way around, but I'm using that, the Arbor Band, the number 3 one. Like I said, my number 3, it may not be your number 3, but I'm using the third one, and yeah, and you want to go in one direction. So whatever the direction the file is going, you go opposite to that. If I don't know, that's how I see it in my head. So you want to go from left to right, and you're going to try not to hit the natural nail or the nail bed. And usually once you do it right, the piece that you're seeing me struggling with, it just pops off. But I did my nails with clear acrylic, and I couldn't really tell when I got down to my natural nail or if it was still acrylic. So it was a bit of a challenge for me to actually figure out how far down I needed to go. So that's why you see me struggling a little bit. I'm going down up to where I think my nail actually starts, and then I'm going down to where I think the acrylic is going to end. And then when I started to try to take it off, it wasn't where I thought it was. So yeah, that was a bit of a thing. So that's why you're seeing me, and I'm just doing it gently. Now, when you do this, it cuts down your prep work. It cuts down the time in half, because while you're doing this, you remember you're holding, oh, I forgot to say, you have to hold the file at an angle. So when you're holding the file at that angle, and you're basically grading down the acrylic, so you're getting rid of the lifted part as well as taking down. Y'all, it is after 9 in the night. Ask me why you're hearing all that old noise this hour of the night. But anyway, yeah, you're basically removing the lifting as well as taking down the height on the nail to give you a better base to fill or rebalance the nail. Yeah, cool. I think that's as much as explaining as I need to do. I'll just be quiet now and let you all see how I do it. Cool. All right then. Oh, I also forgot to mention that when you're doing this type of filing, especially when you're using the drill bits, the filing your nail tends to get hot, so you want to take your time and pause in between. So that's why you see me taking breaks. When I feel it getting warm, I stop, because yo, that ish burns, and you really don't want to be burning yourself or the client. So you take breaks while you're filing and breaking it down. So yeah, that's pretty much all from me. Thank you all so much for checking out the video. Thank you for checking out the channel. I hope to see you all on the next one. I am trying to be better at uploading. I'm working on it. Y'all don't come for me, please. I'm trying. But yeah, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you all want to see in the future, and I'll work on it. Okay, later.